This is the Bank Nifty daily charts. Huge red candle formed on Friday, potentially because of the new strain of coronavirus rumors that were kicking in Africa. This is kind of how the market actually ended up performing, right? It opened up gap down and continued all the way down, essentially taking out multiple zones on its way down. So one of the things that we were testing out, right, was how much will the market actually react of the new strain of coronavirus. It's been almost 2 years since we've all been living with this. So what we were sort of hoping to do was essentially try and see when the market might reverse and try and see if we got an opportunity to try and enter that. One of the things that we discovered was rather than doing that in all accounts, why not test just one lot of trying to sell a put in here, potentially trying to get a reversal. And if that doesn't go, we'll just keep hitting the stop losses on the one account so that the remaining accounts are profitable, or rather enjoying the downtrend, while one is taking the risks of trying to figure out when the reversal will come. And happy to say that we kind of made decent profit in all the accounts, um, because we didn't sort of hastily try and find a point of reversal so that we can take maximum benefit out of it, right? Like we were constantly testing, and we were doing that mainly on the 5 minute chart, right? So if you look at the 5 minute chart, you can see that over here, a potential sign was coming out. Like this was candle, even though red, was showing an upward trend. So we said, okay, let's try one lot here. Uh, sort of I think in this one we ended up getting some money, but by and large, every time that we were doing stop losses, were getting triggered. Two, three, I think here also we tried four, five. I think through the day we got maybe 6 or 7 trades that we did where stop losses were continuously getting hit. This was the only time around 1:30 or so where we started writing a few puts, because we started seeing an upward trend, continuous green candles being found on the 5 minute chart. So this was the only time we ended up writing. But because some amount of decay and considerable directional sort of call selling helped us, we decided that we didn't really need to carry forward positions on Friday, that we can close and sort of enjoy the weekend without having stress of trying to constantly figure out what the information about the potential new strain of the virus is. Um, Now, coming for tomorrow or Monday, we've got a gap that was created a while back that was around 35 750 levels. Depending on where the market opens, this may be tested, this may be filled, which is around 35 600 or so in terms of levels. Now coming to the 15-minute chart, we can see that we've got some amount of resistance. We've got one resistance here, we've got a second here, third here. I'm not sure over here, but we've got lots of resistance levels that are kicking in, right? So let me just get a sense of one. We've got a sense of potentially definitely here, and want to see if this one may or may not be a very strong one because it may be breached. But doesn't matter, right? We've got 37,300, we've got 36,600, which was a huge support, which is where the market was consistently bouncing back from, has become now a resistance. And we've got one small one around 36,200 or so. Essentially, what the plan for Monday is, again, continue this, right? It's a downward trend, essentially this panic, the market may correct further. Now, whether it corrects tomorrow or starts reversing, our objective will be in the morning to go with the flow, right? If the low of Fridays is breached, essentially we'll end up selling calls. Until we don't see a reversal, we won't sort of sell too many puts. We'll kind of keep it here. We've got a support at 35 600. We've got a 35 3 400. So we will see if those sort of levels are sort of respected. Otherwise, our objective will be sell calls, wait for it, try the reversal strategy in one account, let that one account make some profit on that one lot, right? It's not going to be financially very rewarding, but it's going to be a way of testing our theory of when we can potentially get a reversal, and at that point slowly start adding puts, right? We won't go aggressive and kind of get delta neutral, which is our usual strategy. Since it's an unusual time, that's kind of what we're going to be looking for. Ultimately, the aim, like all weeks, is to kind of just slowly build positions, get a maximum range so we can end our weeks in profit.